One of the things that frustrated me the most during the pandemic was staying indoors. I was never the person who would stay indoors all the time. I don't like confined spaces much. And one thing that gives me immense joy is going out in the vast landscapes of nature. I am just amazed by the massiveness of nature, infinite, endless, unbound. The beautiful mountains and the oceans, the sun, moon, and the stars, the trees and the flowers. How can someone imagine something like this? The more I look outside, the more I marvel at the beautiful world we have. And one thing that is abundant here in Goa is the raw, wild, unbound nature. Most people visit Goa for its relaxed vibes, happening party scenes, and festive atmosphere. But I was more interested in exploring the secluded beaches and the lesser known treasures of Goa. So, on a bright sunny morning, we decided to go to the Arambol beach. I had heard a lot about the serene, unexploited beauty of this beach. Moreover, it also had a sweet water lagoon just nearby. This was enough to tempt me, and I was eager to see it myself. So one morning, we went ahead and drove for Arambol. It was almost an hour-long drive with patchy roads and lush green trees. The bright blue sky was outlined with countless coconut trees, and the thin white clouds followed us along the way. It was a long, beautiful ride. By the time we finally reached the beach, the sun was on the top. Vast stretches of white sand beamed with the glaring sun. Dense green foliage surrounded the beach as the background, while colorful blocks of construction stood on the other half. There were cliffs of stone on the far end, and a bunch of boats rested there lazily, adding to the laid-back vibe. The lake was around a kilometer-long walk from the beach. Amidst small shops displaying traditional clothes, jewelries, and handicrafts, a series of dream catchers fluttered with the slow wind. Every now and then, there would be a dilapidated wall with a painting or graffiti on it. And all along the sea looked magnificent, radiating all the light. Finally, we came to the end of human settlements, and the path ahead was obstructed with giant rocks lying on the sandy beach. The lush green hill in the end had paragliders on the top, getting ready to descend. The dark blue waves came crashing onto the rocks, and the bright blue sky was painted with streaks of white. And there in between, adjacent to the sea, was the Sweetwater Lake. A dense jungle surrounded the lake on all three sides, making it look like a hidden oasis amidst the jungle. We walked along the small streams of water, running down towards the lake. The jungle had turned dense, and the terrain had become more swampy and rocky. The sun could hardly seep through, hiding behind the trees and the clouds, while the wildlife thrived abundantly, uninterrupted in their own world. Exploring through the jungle, I felt a sense of calm that I had been craving so badly. listening to the chirping birds, the sound of the rustling leaves and running water streams, the serene sound of waves rolling by the rocks, the beautiful coconut trees all along, clouds spread along the giant canvas of the blue sky, and witnessing one of the most beautiful sunsets I have seen in my life. All this was nothing less than a beautiful painting. The simple joy of witnessing this magical beauty and reconnecting to my soul. I realized the joy I had been missing, the peace I had been seeking. As I walked along the beach, I felt alive and breathing. I wish I could describe the sheer joy I felt being in that place. I was overwhelmed by the insane beauty. It was so surreal and magical that it made me think how often we get trapped in our daily lives and ignore this incredible planet. Absorbed in our struggles, we often overlook the beauty that lies around us. And yet, nature keeps on creating newer miracles every day. I felt extremely happy and grateful that we could visit this place. I hope you too would take out time and go out in nature. Because, as they say, there's a whole world out there, right outside your window. You would be a fool to miss it. Wishing you wonderful days ahead. Goodbye.